Thank you very much. I prefer walking around, but I think I'll just, yes, I'll accept this form of microphone. Anyway, my name is Engineer Latoya, and according to my long, short bio, I am in infrastructure procurement and in contract management, and I'll be speaking about resilient contracts, an essential tool to achieve SDG 9, industry, innovation, and infrastructure. Like I said, I'm in infrastructure procurement and in contract management, and this is what gives me a right to speak about this, because many of my colleagues here, and you've seen me in many of your contracts, in many of your projects, and I think this is something that we need to look at, that we always normally overlook. Because in my generation, the projects I'm procuring now are the projects that I will live with and my children will live with. So I think I need to start sensitizing on this. Additionally, I'm not going to have I'm not scientific. So this is more of, you could say, advocacy of some sort. So don't expect any any jargon from this. And if you have any questions, and there are very many environmental specialists and climate change specialists here. So give a quick introduction on what global warming is, which you all know, that we have warmed, the globe has warmed at 1.5 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial levels, and there's a threshold that shall be breached in the next 5 years, resulting to catastrophic climatic events, which, we are living in the time of extreme weather and yes, so climate resilience refers to how well something withstands and how quickly it recovers from natural hazards made worse by climate change. Quick introduction also of Sustainable Development Goal 9. A lot of information has been given about sustainable development, but mine is specifically on goal number 9, which aims to build resilient infrastructure and promotes sustainable industrialization and foster innovation. So what are climate resilient contracts? What is this that I've been talking about for the last 2 years, and that I want right now that probably will go a step further and include them in your contracts? So climate resilient contracts obligate contractors, engineers to incorporate climate adaptation measures into their designs and procurement processes, ensuring project functionality in the face of climatic change. Yes. So we do know that I will speak about the effects of climate change on infrastructure. So we do know that infrastructure is responsible for over 75% of the total greenhouse gas emissions worldwide. How cement, bitumen, I won't go into that because I think that one has already been drummed into our minds as engineers, that most of our materials are affect the climate, are not climatic friendly. So research has also shown that every dollar that invested in resilience can save up to about $11 in repairs over time. So the elements of the features of climatic resilient contracts is they obligate the contractor and engineer to incorporate climate adaptation measures. They ensure project functionality in the face of changing climate, utilize climate data and leverage technology, provide climatic risk assessment, and specify performance indicators. So adopting climate resilient contracts in a project life, like in my bio, from procurement to design, all the way to implementation and contract management. We start with green procurement, which is green procurement, especially for public authorities. It's a process that seeks to procure goods, services, works, and reduces environmental impact through the life cycle. An example is in the UK, where in 2021, it is mandatory for all companies bidding for government contracts worth more than £5 million a year must now commit to a net zero. We go to the design professional, to the design component of the project cycle. A design professional must exercise the same level of skill, care, and ability. If engineers have not equipped themselves with the knowledge and skills to do so. And if they have not informed their clients of the potential impact of climate change on their buildings, they could be deemed negligent and responsible for a loss. This has not happened in Kenya yet, but it has happened in many other countries. And my presentation has a few case laws in New Zealand where the energy minister was sued by Australian children for not taking a duty of care to protect them from climate change. So you might think this is far from you, but the lawyers might be closer to you than you think. So I think let me be the voice in the desert in your contract. So the role of innovation also in resilient contracts, we should think about smart contracts. We have many tools that help us now. We have digital technologies that leverage technological advancements. Stakeholders can identify new solutions to address climate risk and incorporate them in their contracts. This is the decade of AI. And if you're not using AI, I think you need to start thinking about it. You need to start thinking about it very seriously, because AI, artificial intelligence, good and bad, but we take the good about it and it can analyze other standard contracts together with the legislation, improve foreseeability in implementation designs, monitor contractor performance metrics, thus minimizing claims and disputes. I've given a case study of climate resilient contracts, but I'd go back to the use of AI. Before I came here, I was on X, and I saw that there's a lawyer who is using AI to analyze all the contracts, all of the whole of Kenyan law. So it's reached the lawyers. It's going to reach us. So I think we just need to be prepared. And contract management is where it will really come in handy. Case study of resilient contracts. Engineer Mwangi yesterday talked about the FIDIC Charter, FIDIC Climate Charter. We have other contracts like the NEC, which has an annex in their contracts that talks specifically about the risks of climate change. And in conclusion, I think that we should harmonize the public policies with the pursuit of climate objectives. The pursuit of climate objective is an imperative facet of our contemporary social political landscape. I'm glad that JBCC is sponsoring this, and they should look at their contracts because they have no clauses that deal with climate resilience infrastructure, and their contract will then soon be updated. So before they publish it publicly, they should consider adding climate resilience and climate issues. That's about it. I could talk more. If you want more information, you can look for me personally. But I really hope that in the next few projects that I'll be meeting you, that this is a discussion that we'll have and you'll be more enlightened. Thank you.
Thank you, Latoya.